Okay, so we want to talk today very briefly about care of salt-dried and home-tanned pelts after the fact. This is my bear from this year, and you have to continue to watch out for the pelts basically permanently. When they're salt-dried, and I've left bear pelts salt-dried for years, it'll take them a couple years sometimes to get damage from moths, and you have to watch for that. And because the natural oils are still on the skin. But with a home tanned hide, at least with the home tanning solution I'm using, you're looking at basically it hasn't even fully cured before moths are attacking it, because you've taken it through the washing process. This is a lamb pelt. Lamb pelt's still fine, no treatment needed. You've taken it through a washing process and you've removed the oils. So it's all about the natural oils in the hide. And once the oils are removed, then pests will attack it. So basically on your salt-dried, you have to watch for moisture on the salt-dried though, because they will continue to draw moisture. So running a dehumidifier or having them hung on the wall, never stack them. The more you stack things and have them quote-unquote hidden, the more you're going to have moth pests get in after them. So humidity is an issue. You can get like mold down in your paws when it's salt-dried, because it's drawing moisture. So you want to get after that. I just take Lysol spray, which kills molds. Not your typical use of Lysol, but there you are. And as far as moth prevention, about once or twice a year, I'll do some kind of flying insect killer. Preferably a treatment for moths, because you don't want stuff like this to occur. And it can occur quickly, especially on hidden places on the hide. Like I say, this is why you really want to hang them on the wall if you're going to do something like that. For some reason, commercially tanned, and perhaps ones that are tanned with something other than what I'm using, you don't typically have pests attack it, maybe for years and years and years. But for some reason, the kind of tanning solution I'm using, it says on there that it protects against pests for a time, but it's not a long time. So I went ahead and you want to go ahead and treat all of your pelts within probably a month, probably less. I went ahead and treated all of mine, and then about every 3 months thereafter on some of the ones that are a little bit more vulnerable that are going to be stacked. I try not to stack, but some stacking does occur, because you get enough pelts up, you got to stack. So you have to basically maintain them and check after them and look through them and make sure they're not getting insect pests. And you'll find moth casings and fur coming loose. And that's not a marketable. See, there's a moth casing right there. That's not marketable then, if it's got moth damage. This is an old one apparently, which is good. So I'll go through and we'll check those, and we want to make sure that they're all okay. Because you don't want to sell a product that's been compromised. You can put them in the freezer. I've tried that too. But then you're drawing moisture. These are salt-dried. So yeah, that's something to watch out for when you're homesteading on your products. You want to make sure that no pests get on them and no mold gets to them. The rabbit pelts tend to not draw mold so much, but this is Pacific Northwest, so you're going to have mold issues anyway, and you can even get mold on the outside of your bear paws. I know commercially you don't even leave the paw, but we do. So yeah, those are some things to keep in mind when you're maintaining pelts.